Happy Friday, everybody. Today's date is November 21st. So I want to apologize to everybody for the delay on the solo Dolo episode for today. But I promise y'all it's worth it. And well, let's tune in, everybody. So welcome to Solo Dolo episode number 26. Wow, number 26. Ain't that crazy? We're already in number 26 and almost there to the New Year's. Anyways, thank you guys for tapping in on today's solo episode. So let me catch you guys up on some goodies, right? Well, far by far most, I want to say, I might have messed it up already, but who cares? It's my show anyways. I want to let everybody I want to let every single one of you guys know that next Tuesday here at Palma Reservation at the Palma Tribal Hall kitchen at noon, I will be making tamales. Me and the homie will be making tamales, and we're gonna be selling them. So first, it's for tribal members, and if you want to come and travel all the way to Palma and get some tamales, coming out on Tuesday. It's the first pop up we're doing, and it's just the first of many. So let me list the prices, y'all. So a single tamal is gonna be $4. A dozen, which is 12 tamales, is gonna be 35. And you heard that. Now, if you add your math and you do 4 times 12, I mean, yeah, you're saving yourself some money. And what I'm trying to do is give back to the community. It's my way of giving back to the community, making sure that it's not breaking people's pockets, that it's affordable and delicious at the same time. So make sure you guys tap in next Tuesday. Come on out, show some love and support. And like I said, dozen's gonna be $35. A single tamal is gonna be $4, and there's gonna be a combo plate, which is 2 tamales and a canned soda for $10. That's right, $10, y'all. Get some fresh tamales out of the pot here at Palma Reservation at the Palma Travel Hall kitchen. So tap in, show some love and support. I'm gonna be accepting Tap Pay. I have the Square set up, also cash, y'all. So let's make it happen. Let's show some love and support. And if it goes well, maybe there's gonna be more. Who knows? Anyways, everybody, this week has been wild. I just got back today, not too long ago, from doing a little camera install, y'all. So I got hired to do a little 8 camera install for this restaurant, and it's really cool to work with La Raza and the community and trying to get back to and me being me, I'm always trying to get back one way or another. I either discount my work sometimes, which sometimes is most of the time I do discount my work. I do discount my work, and it's because I'm trying to help people's pockets, and I'm trying to help me too. And by me, it's like I need to make sure I'm able to pay my bills, y'all. So anywho, I'm out here. You guys have seen on my Instagram story, if you tapped in, you noticed that I've been installing cameras, running some cables. So today I went back, started at noon again, had to make a little Home Depot run. Fun fact, I didn't have any snips, and if you ask what snips are, they're scissors to cut wire, cable, you name it. They work. They cut skin really well, but accidentally, allegedly. I used to be in the low voltage field for 7 years, so you know, tune in. This cowboy does it all, and it was cool. So I went out there, ran the cables. I had to run some cable too, make sure that it's hidden and it looks nice. Knowing because A, that's my work right there. B, uh, you never know if there's gonna be future people that are gonna want more work. And C, I mean it's at a restaurant, so when you go, it's gonna look nice. Now it's gonna be my work because it's blue cable. And unfortunately, I didn't have black cable. Yes, they do make Cat 6 cable, and it's the data cable that I use to, pull and install data wall plates. If you need an extension cord, technically from like your phone to your computer, stuff like that, I do that. And so I always make sure that I test everything. Every single cable that I install or run is tested. And by testing, you might ask, Joe, what's that? Well, let me break it down, y'all. So here's a little introduction on the low voltage field. Let me talk a little bit about this. I'm a little excited. So low voltage, it's not high voltage. I'm not an electrician. Low voltage is more of like audio visual. So like installing ceiling speakers, for example, conference room setups, AV projectors and all that. Access control is like wiring the doors, making sure the doors have a wire, ran into them, power, and the door hinges and everything works to secure the perimeter for the building. Security is to make sure that nobody, intrusion, that nobody breaks in, that there's motion sensors installed and everything. I also do fiber, data. Yeah, I do it all. So, anywho, made sure that the cables were tested. Ran over about like 375 feet of cable today by myself. I could have had help. I mean, I had the homie there, but I signed up to be a one man job on this. Just to want to make sure that if anything happens, I don't injure the friend of mine. I don't get, that I'm fully responsible. And sometimes, making, you hire your homie, you're taking full liability. And if he or she gets hurt on the job, that's on you. And that's the Marine side of me. So I was, you know what, I got this. I got this. So this cowboy got the cable ran from 12 to about 3:30. I worked and just ran the cable, ran the new 3 datas, got him in. The hardest part was running the cable through the wall where there was already existing cable just jammed in, and without any like soap and water or lubrication of some sort, because there's cable lube that they make to pull cable. Don't put it on your skin, y'all. Not that I've tested, but allegedly a friend of mine's friend, cousin's step uncle, may have used it for other reasons, but that's neat, he or she nor say. So, anyways, got that in, got the cable in, tested everything, shebang. Wow, we're good. Had I coil up the last cable for the kitchen, couldn't get it yet because I got to tap in through the wall. And I got to be careful, y'all, because you never know what's inside the wall. And that's for me to find out and for you guys to sit back and watch. Then the little programming, making sure that I install you guys, or I install the cameras on the client's phone so they can see it remotely from anywhere they're at or around the world, because that's what Around the Loop does. I make shit work. So, anywho, um, gotta go back, y'all, at 6 a.m. on Saturday tomorrow. Crack of dawn, making sure that this is ready to rock and roll. So that was awesome. And also want to shout out to Foolish Mage. If you haven't followed him on Instagram, on TikTok, go on over, become a wizard, join him, tap in. We just did our first podcast episode. I was his very first guest, and it's an honor, y'all. It's an honor to be somebody's first guest, especially on the show. Like, I think it was cool. And, since I was a little late, I was about 5 minutes late. I had to, owe it to his wizards, his fans on TikTok Live, that take a little dab skis, and I took my dab skis, y'all, and I take big ones. I take big boy ones, and I mean big boy ones. I don't play. I don't. So that's what I love about it. So the show went on for about an hour. It was great. We talked, chit chatted, tried the wheel spin of different things, and it was so cool. Like, I had a phenomenal experience, a great time, and I just love collaborating with one another. It's fun. It's fun, especially to a total stranger I've never personally met in my physical life, but yet has shown so much love and support, more than a lot of these so-called friends I have, alleged friends I have, quote unquote. Like I said, I don't have many friends. I got acquaintances, and I got a lot of acquaintances, y'all. I do. But I can't just assume everybody's my friend, and those are facts. So that being said, it's just wild that folks that you've never met in your life will show you so much support. People that haven't physically met you will show you so much support, and it's weird how that system works, but it's sad but true, and it happens. So I want to give you guys a moment to give you guys a little quick commercial, because you hear it through already on the podcast with my 3 ads that are usually in each episode. And make sure you please listen to the ads, y'all. I make the little penny off of that, and it takes a lot of viewers, y'all, to make that cent. So every single commercial counts. So please, take some time to listen. Thank you, y'all. So I want to shout out Shop Hello Mary. Make sure you guys pick up your favorite goodies of some THCA products for all the folks that are out there, that are in different states and they aren't in California. Go check them out. Get your favorite goodies. Use the code ATLP at checkout. Let them know Around the Loop podcast sent you. Also, it's the holidays, y'all. And what's a better way to keep your terps cool, chilled, and ready on the go? That's right. Head on over to www.terpkoozie.com. TERPKOOZIE.com. Now they have two options. So you got your Terp Koozie, regular size, and a couple different variant colors. And then there's the Terp Koozie XL, y'all. So the regular size one holds about 6 little jars, depending on the size. Some jars come triangle, square, circle. So it really depends. Maybe some, 4 triangles, maybe 4 hashish jars, maybe 6 regular 1 gram jars, like maybe, Mountain Men Melts, for example. That type, that would work. Anywho, so check them out. Let them know that Around the Loop podcast sent you. There's a couple different options. Great price. It's a great gift. If you don't know what to get your homie that's out there, having their hash, their rosin, you want to keep it chill, cool, head on over to Terp Koozie. Use the code word ATLP at the checkout. Let them know I sent you. Also, holidays, holidays, holidays. There's a lot of you guys that are wondering, man, what should I get my friend? What should I get my homie? What should I get the podcast? What should I get myself? That's right. I'll let you know. Here's a hint. Starts with H and rhymes with Hemperco. So yeah, that's right. Head on over to hemperco.com. Use the code word ATLP at the checkout. Show some little love support, get a little discount. Come on, you can't go wrong. Hemperco has a variety and selection of different packages, different pieces, glass pieces for all your everyday needs, yo. They show phenomenal love and support. And since I'm already talking about Hemperco, let's talk about the giveaway that the podcast is doing with Hemperco, y'all. That's right. So Hemperco sent the podcast not 1, but 2 alley cats and glass pieces, yo. So easy to enter. Gotta follow Around the Loop podcast and Hemperco on TikTok and Instagram. Both accounts, y'all. You guys gotta follow both from both different, TikTok and Instagram. Follow both, and I'll be making a post about it very shortly. You just gotta tag a friend of y'all that you would love to give this to, and if you share it on your story, it's an extra entry. That's it. So max entries is 3. Hope you guys are excited because the last winner was SoCal Dabs down in San Diego, and I even went on Halloween, y'all, to deliver it personally, so you can have a spooky dab on the podcast and on Hemperco. So tap in. This little giveaway is fun. If you're local, I'll come deliver it. If you're not, I'll send it. Not a problem. We'll full send. Get your little care package from Hemperco and Around the Loop podcast. Stay tuned, y'all. So thank you guys for tapping in on today's solo episode. But it's been great. Week's been busy. Even went out to do some photo shoots for some products, y'all. And you learn as you go. You learn that you realize A, I need X, Y, and Z. B, I need X, Y, and Z. C, I should have had X, Y, and Z. But you don't know until you get to the moment of it. And it's things that nobody teaches you unless you take a professional class. So I'm learning as I'm going, y'all. Realize, hey, I need this and I need that. And I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but if you watch the videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's been great, man. It's been great. And I want to thank every single one of you guys for supporting the podcast, for taking the time to follow the page. Every single follow counts, y'all. I'm super close to 1,100 followers. And I remember, man, almost almost a year and some change already, that I was looking in November and I was like, oh man, 100 followers. I remember 100 followers. I remember seeing my first 200 followers, first 300, 4, 5. I remember when I went to 6, and then 7 came close. 8 was just flying. 9 came in quick, and then we hit 1K. And that's a big round of applause to every single one of you guys for helping me, the podcast, Geo, to get to 1,000 followers. And now I can go on Instagram Live, which is wild. I've been meaning to fix that live signal. I don't know what's going on with Instagram Live, but every single time I go on it looks like it was shot on a potato. But I mean, you see my other media content, it does not look like I'm shot on a potato. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'll get back to you guys on that. So, like I said, holidays are approaching rapidly, and there's this, holiday anxiety that approaches. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Some folks, you start stressing. You start stressing because Christmas comes by quick. And everybody wants to get everybody something. Everybody wants to get them a little something. Nobody wants to feel left out, y'all. I know everybody wants to have a gift or something to open up on Christmas. It's just the holiday spirit. And it's hard if you don't have the funds. Maybe that's why this podcast is making tamales, to have holiday gifts for people, to be able to give back. I want to be able to make some sweaters, y'all, but it takes money. It takes money to make money. So need to make money to make some sweaters, y'all, so I can sell them. And it's getting cold. Cold season's coming in quick. And I would love to see fans, folks, rock around an Around the Loop podcast hoodie. That'd be awesome. Just to see how many supporters, are really out there. For all the folks that I ran into in public, thank you guys. Meeting every single one of you guys is an honor and privilege. And I say that to every single one of you guys, because it should be an honor and privilege to meet you. Every single one. Everybody's special in one way or another. And again, I'm not a perfect dude. My podcast comes with flaws at times, but that's what makes it unique. That's what makes it different from others and stands out. Instead of rerunning an episode or this or that, I'll say fuck it. If I fucked up, I'll run it, try my best to fix it, and if I can't fix it, it is what it is. So hence, Strictly Lit. I just dropped the Strictly Lit episode Monday with the owner, Tony Lit. Episode went great. Issue is, I was too dang lit that I was gifted a shirt for the podcast to wear to rock. And I love that. Strictly Lit, thank you so much. Tony Lit, thank you for the shirt. I appreciate it. But I gotta, shout out Chirps too. Strictly Chirps got me strictly lit. Like I said, left the mic on my black shirt. And then the episode, I'm wearing a blue shirt. Not until after I hit stop. I ran out of memory, which is goofy and it happens. But I also forgot my mic on the shirt, on the black shirt. Well, good thing is, Tony Lit's voice sounds phenomenal, clear, just as it should. So we ran with it. Now I went to go do the episode with Strictly Chirps. Episode was great. Loved it. It's when you meet these folks that have really been doing what they're doing for such a long time, and they're well trained, you feel it. You feel it. There's a sense of energy. There's a sense of pride. And Chirps is behind all that. And episode went great. I don't know what happened to the audio, but the audio did not sound so great. But I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna try to fix that. So when I drop that episode with Strictly Chirps, it's gonna sound great. Like I said, y'all, I test the capabilities in the max capabilities of my iPhone to like the limit. I push this thing to the limit, y'all. And some of the videos I make, they look cinematic, and it's just a precious thing of an iPhone. But I do plan to get a camera down the road when that is released. Who knows? Stay tuned. I'll learn how to use one. Never did. Never, but I will. But I will. So we're gonna be doing that. Let's see. What else? New songs. So shout out to Cam 14K. He just dropped a new song called All Black. So tap in with Cam 14K on all platforms: Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, you name it, he's on there. And on YouTube as well. CAM14K. Also, check in with Balance, check in with Kelkin. They just dropped a brand new song too. So if you haven't tapped in with them, come on, you're missing out. So let them know that the podcast sent you. Let them know what's good. Also, I'm always discovering new artists. I'm always listening to some new music. And recently there was an artist out of Texas that just caught my attention. And it's a style, it's a rhythm, it's I know he's his own artist, but it's OC Chris. And something about the way he raps, it's it's kinda close to the Mexican OT, that Mexican OT. But OC Chris has his own music, and so does that Mexican OT. So it's they have their own style, but it's like I don't know. It's weird to describe, y'all. But a great artist too, so check him out. Um, let's see what else. What else? Oh, holiday anxiety. Don't let the holiday anxiety get to you guys. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it eat you up. If you can't afford it, it's okay. It's about spending that moment, spending that time, with your loved ones, your close ones, the ones you can be, if, time, distance, whatever, everything allows it, by all means. So, holidays are coming close. Don't stress it if you can't get anything. But if you're looking at a couple gifts to get, head on over to Shop Hello Mary. Head on over to Hemperco, maybe Terpkoozie. I don't know. Head over to Gallant Gravity, maybe Toro Eyewear, maybe. Ooh, there's a couple. Oh, y'all, I can keep going. Let's see. Oh, Empire Smokes, y'all. Head over to Empire Smoke, Empire Glassworks. They are doing a great Black Friday deal too. Head on over to Puffco. Shout out to Puffco too. I've been working really hard for this little Puffco thing, and I'm gonna keep pushing content. I'm gonna keep shouting out Puffco until the day it happens, y'all. Until the podcast is, sponsored by Puffco, and we're gonna keep pushing it. I'm gonna keep pushing it. But Puffco is having a Black Friday sale. Head on over to Puffco, check out some great items, and maybe merch. Maybe if you're looking into merch, head on over to Turn. Head on over to Live Life Roll Dice. Out the Mud. Great, great brands. There's some great merch out there. Even Dime Industries has some great merch. And I want to shout out Dime Industries real quick, everybody. Let's take a quick minute for a round of applause to a 1 year anniversary. 1 year anniversary, y'all, for the sponsorship. They have sponsored the podcast for over about a year now. Nothing but love and support. Got to meet the big people from Dime Industries, some very, very important folks. And let's just say it was an honor and privilege to meet every single one of them. It was an honor and privilege to come out to the Dime headquarters out there in Los Angeles. It was fun. It was great. And they've been rocking with the podcast since last November. I've been rocking with Dime for over a couple years now. So it's great to see that genuine support. And for all the folks out there that are listening that would love to show some love and support to the podcast, if you want to sponsor the podcast, let me know. We can work something out. And whatever the case is, we can work something out. At the end of the day, I want to help you guys out win. So whether it's sharing the page, and sharing the page isn't even hard, y'all. It's really easy. Go on over the little dots on Instagram and hit share. Hit share profile. What's so hard about sharing and helping your friends succeed? Sharing and get more followers, helping one another out. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to do that, but you're so quick to go on Future's Instagram page and wish him happy birthday, or you want to go wish Kevin Gates, dick up in your stomach, dude, happy birthday. No offense to Kevin Gates, but you guys are quick, or want to go shout out to who else? Cardi B, for example. Oh, happy birthday! Like, hey, that's great, y'all. But half the time they're not gonna see it. So, like, how about let's support one another? Let's support the locals. That's right. Man of many hats, man of many trades, doing everything and anything at once. What can't this dude do? I don't know. Front flip, I guess. Nah, I could probably do a front flip. Trampoline, I can. But like I said, y'all, thank you for tapping in on this Solo Dolo episode number 26 on all platforms, y'all. there's going to be some great goodies. Stay tuned for the giveaway. There's some great things coming along the way too. And also want to say very quick, if you haven't followed the Turn Girl on Instagram, follow Turn um, and Turn Dot as well. Let them know that ATLP sent you. Check out their products. Great things. And I'm just rocking out the socks right now that I got from Turn also. So love the socks. Hopefully I can get myself a hoodie from them. There was one that I saw that I really liked. So if Turn, if you hear this, let's do something. Let's make it happen. So like I said, everybody, holidays are approaching. Gonna be making more videos, more content's being pushed out on Instagram and TikTok. I run everything by myself, y'all. So maybe sometimes you'll see me on TikTok live. Hop on there. There's some things I do on there that I can't do on Instagram live. So tap in. Tap in. Maybe it's that time, y'all. So I smoke 30. So who knows? But it's a great Friday to come out with your loved ones. It's getting cold, a little cold out here. It's been a little rainy all week. But we need that rain, man. We need that rain. So that being said, everybody, make sure you follow the podcast. Go follow Hemperco and all the folks that I've listed as well. They're great people. And if I didn't list you, you still great people. Don't worry, there's plenty of more episodes, y'all. So stay tuned for more episodes. The video with Tony Lid is uploading, y'all, and I do apologize. I had to re-upload it because I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's a little show, but we're gonna make it happen. Don't worry. The video will be coming out soon. Taking a little longer than I expected. It's just the processing, the uploading is just what's taking for a minute, y'all. So, like I said, thank you for tapping in on tonight's episode at Around the Loop. You know the scoop. New episode every Monday, new episode every Friday on all platforms: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Amazon, you name it, YouTube, I'm there. I am there. Everything is all made by me, myself, and I, except the tamales. It's going to be some help. But family recipe also near dear my heart. And I'm about to make the Delgados proud. So stay tuned, y'all. Thank you. Happy Friday.